All right, guys, we are starting something new this week. This is called Under the Radar. Ben C has been dropping these great little clips for you of some books you should be looking out for, and now he's going to actually explain why. If you don't like to read, now you can listen to him talk about why these books are potential books to check out. So this is going to be Under the Radar. All right, so Ben, let's look at what the first book is that you had listed this past. I guess that came out on Monday this week.
Yeah, every Monday, and we're gonna. It's gonna be something we add a bonus book here that you're not gonna get on the site. So make sure to check out this video and
Definitely. So I love that you. Well, I hate that you put this book out there because this is one of those books I've been slowly picking up for $1 or $2 here and there. But why did you go with this book? Why do you think there's a reason to bring this book up now, especially, but just in general, it's slowly gained heat.
I'm not going to get into the political climate of things, but Marvel's really good at appealing to mass audiences that they know that they have. Everything about this cover is right. If this was an incentive and the regular cover didn't have the full team on it, this book would be out of control. I was surprised because I'd been picking them up at cover, give or take, for a while, and it's been 6 months or so since I've seen one, and I randomly checked on eBay and was a little surprised to notice everything was gone anything under $25 had just been cleared out. Not recently either. They just did not exist under $25. Yeah. So,
and one thing, this artist Stonehouse or whatever that did this cover, this was his first cover on Totally Awesome Hulk, and then he did like 6 in a row, which led into the Weapon H. But he got his start with this, so it's sort of cool. And I'm not even sure if he's done other covers, but this is sort of a, if you like this style, the next like 7 issues has him, and then of course this has also some variants. So this is just the story thus far.
Those are those sneaky non-ratio variants that are non-incentive. They're whatever they're called, future past order based. If you order X% of whatever, you can order as many of these as you want. You know, if you order 90% of how many books you ordered of X Factor 14 last month, you can order this variant. So there's some that are more rare, like this, the Moon Girl, Spider-Gwen 16, for whatever reason, is impossible to find. And then a few months later, they actually did incentive ones. And speaking of incentives,
God, and this, you're talking about teams, because this one even throws in, looks like Jimmy Woo is on the cover. Of course, you have Silk, Shang-Chi, Miss Marvel. I actually can't tell. I guess who's eating the apple? I don't even know who that guy is.
I'm not good with this stuff. This is where I get schooled. Oh no, is it Kid Kaiju? Am I way off base here? I don't know.
I'm not sure who that is, but it's been a while since I read this arc, but it was back when it came out, so I can't remember. But yeah, this is a 1 for 25 by.
These people know why they're tuning in now. Well, I don't fucking know who it is.
Mukesh Singh is the artist, which I haven't seen. I haven't paid attention and seen this name pop up, but that doesn't mean anything. Marvel has so many variants that pop up where you don't realize the artist who it is until all of a sudden they become the hard artist of the moment. But I mean, obviously, it's another team appearance of this potential team that Marvel might throw out there in an MCU, because you're bringing in some of these characters that could be a part of any TV show or movie. And then there was one other 1 for 25 by Rick Buckler. And you didn't actually mention this in your article, though. So
no, I didn't. This I don't know, man. This is definitely not the winner of the group. The story thus far cover is not great, but it's at least rare. This seems common. I didn't know they were both 1 in 25s, but
yeah, it's a 20. It's actually cheaper than the regular cover. Cover A costs more. I've seen this one.
Sense.
for 20-25 on the regular, as where cover A is 25-30, sometimes climbing depending on. You can sometimes find a cover A in a lot, like where you buy 15 through 20, and that's usually, if you really want cover A, that's how you can score it for a little bit cheaper price. Because that's I don't know if you. The total right before this is the Jeremy Lin issues, where Totally Awesome Hulk plays basketball with Jeremy Lin for issue 13 and 14, and then it completely style is Bernard Chang maybe is doing the art on that, and then it switches into those Stonehurst covers. So then you also had a second book that you wrote about. I love the fact you only do 2, or you sort of 2 with little add-ons here and there.
Yeah, you got to keep it simple.
Yeah. So why Silver Surfer on a Scar Son of Hulk?
Oh, this book's just this book shouldn't exist the way it does. And when we get Galactus and people who are already priced out of FF 48, 49, 50, what's another one? Tales 93, right? The Hulk Surfer cover.
Mm-hmm.
When you jump into variants for Galactus or Silver Surfer, there's a lot of, there's some okay Surfer covers, but not really Galactus Surfer.
Yeah,
this book's gonna go nuts, man. I'm just remember that we called it here, and you're damn right we're buying them when we see them, because that's what you do when you believe in a book.
And right now, guys, this is still an affordable variant. It's under 20 a lot of times. Sometimes, of course, high grade, a little more expensive, but you can find it for, I think I saw one the other day for $10. After Ben's article, like there were still some out there floating around that you could grab. But then the next one that you sort of throw out there, you didn't throw it out there with the trade. You showed a Virgin cover of this. Damn.
Yeah, this book's nuts. This book's nuts. I love everything about this book, but Savage Surfer, I try to keep. This is one of those things I'm not touting yet, because I have vested heavily into this, because by no means am I saying we're getting the storyline, but Silver Surfer stuff's going to go bonkers. Galactus Silver Surfer stuff's going to go bonkers. This kind of stuff, it's not out there, man. It's not out there, and like it's already going nuts. So you were telling me earlier it's already up in price.
Yeah, this is $35, $40 is what I saw. You might find it cheaper just because, like I said, sometimes you find these things in lots if you scour. But guys, another reason this is a popular book, because if you go back nostalgia, the guy who's the artist on this one is Ron Lim, who did the entire 90s run of Silver Surfer. He did a bunch of those covers back then. He's not John Byrne. He's not Kirby. He's for my childhood and Ben's childhood, he's the guy who did Surfer. I know Peter Renna, he's a big Ron Lim guy, and that's from the Silver Surfer run. So it's sort of a cool book just to have from a nostalgia standpoint, but it's just brutal. The cover is ridiculous. Scar is just sort of a fun character that doesn't come around. He hasn't had his good book yet, but when he does, I mean, I would love to see like a black, white, and green something with Scar, not the Hulk or something like that. So these are the books you had for Under the Radar. We're going to throw you one more because Ben is the Star Wars guy. So we're going to pull one book, and this is one we actually mentioned before, but why, Ben? Why Star Wars 31?
This is going to come out later as one of those books that was really important and overlooked for a long time. This is where Ashrad Het uses the dark side for the first time and like really turns to it. And that's arguably when he becomes Darth Krayt, or at least when he's on his way. For reference, we celebrate, and my man Jay Toms took care of it. I appreciate it. The Coder 31 news, that was a huge break, man. That is absolutely first Malak. People on eBay, stop using the word Darth. You're wrong. It's not Darth Malak. Jesus. This is that book. Coder 31 was Alec with a name change and paint on his head. This book is he all but kills Aurra Sing when he finally, and he uses the dark side to taps into the dark side to again all but kill her. I think when I first wrote the article, I said straight up murders. He definitely doesn't straight up murder her, even though, like, man,
yeah,
gotta keep it real.
And I mean, you've been preaching this run of Star Wars. There's so much gold or hidden gold in here, and some of it's platinum. If you just know what to pick up, or in fact, just pick them up. If you don't know if there's anything in there, if you can get it for under $2, do it. But guys, these books are no longer under $2 since the list was dropped right before the pandemic. I know I've been picking up every one that I could find under any of this run, especially, and thankfully I have one or two sets of this storyline, the Hunt for Aurra Sing, and
there's a toy vault,
and that's I have not picked that one up though. But no, it's also Tim Truman who wrote it. I mean, he wrote Scout from back in the 80s, and then he's also Dead. He did the Dead covers. So you're Mr. Ben C here, the Grateful Dead fan. So Truman should be someone you know. But yeah, guys, this is great. Guys, if you like this Under the Radar, we're dropping just 3 books. We're talking maybe a few more, but they're all themed around. Hopefully we'll have at least a Star Wars book, if not more, because we love Star Wars here at CBSI. Ben especially loves it. But follow us, find these images on your Instagram if you can find it. You can follow us that way. See what we're picking up, see what we're selling, see what I don't actually sell, but see what we like. And this is Under the Radar from CBSI.